Hey, good morning, everybody. Just a couple minutes of your time this morning to go through a few updates. The first and the most important is that the very last riders meeting for the 2022 season is going to be this Friday evening. I think I scheduled it from 7 to 8. There's an announcement over in the forum where I told everybody I'd put them all. So far, roughly half the teams have attended a riders meeting, so some of you all need to get to this one on Friday, or else you risk losing a point before you even roll out of Malad City. The second thing is I want to, next PBR Monday, I'll get the announcement out sometime in the next few days, but the next PBR Monday, I'm going to have a really cool co-host. We're going to do this question and answer format again for another few weeks. And I'm going to have a co-host every week and possibly a guest. So the co-host next week is Michael Knight. Michael Knight is awesome. He's a great guy to have as a co-host. And I'm really looking forward to doing the show, and I think it'll be well worth your time listening to what he has to say. He's an awesome guy, one of the most humble people I've ever met, and just has ability that you can't believe. So it'll be fun to talk with Michael, and I think it'll be a really good show, and we're going to try to have a very cool guest on as well. Then the final thing is, as I mentioned on PBR Monday, I am well aware of the fact there's a fire in North Fork. So, and you know, when it becomes a problem, we'll deal with it. But you got to get to North Fork before the fire at North Fork is a problem. And so far, we are, 10 days away from that happening for anybody. The situation, we'll deal with it when we have to deal with it. We're not going to deal with it before we have to deal with it. So thanks for all the DMs and thanks for all the emails. But I am aware that there's a fire in North Fork, and we will absolutely deal with it when we have to. All I'm going to remind you is that we talk constantly about how you need to break the tour of Idaho down into manageable goals. And right now, if you're worried about what's going on at North Fork, you're ignoring everything that you have to do to get you to North Fork. You got to get there first before that's a problem. We have fires every year along the tour, and every year we deal with them. That's the way it is. I'm not even really addressing that in riders meetings. Somebody brought it up the other day, and I told them the same thing I'm telling everybody right now. We'll deal with it when we have to deal with it. There are ways around that fire. There's a zillion bonus sections in the tour this year. Being aware of the fire, the only way that would affect my thinking is, if all the stuff that's closed now remains closed, you're going to need some bonus sections to make it up. But there's bonus sections all along the way. Pick off the ones that you think you want to do. Good morning, Justin. Good to see you. And that's exactly right. That's a good climbing expression right there. Eat the elephant one bite at a time. So stuff like this happens every year along the tour. We have to deal with it. But don't be worried about that too much right now. Be worried about getting from Malad City to Pocatello. Then you can worry about the day after that, then the day after that, then the day after that. And it's like 7 days into the tour that you got to worry about what's going on in North Fork, and we'll deal with it. There is a way around it, and I already know what I would do if it were me, if the situation remains as it is. So anyway, that's it for right now. I've already wasted more of your time than I needed to. The big thing is you got one last chance to go to a riders meeting on Friday. If any member of your team has been to a riders meeting, you're all. I just write down the team names and you're off the hook. But if no member of your team has been to a riders meeting, somebody needs to be to the riders meeting Friday night. It's where we talk about, I answer almost all the questions people keep DMing me in riders meetings, and I'm going to do them in riders meetings because that's why we have the meeting. All right, I'll see some of you hopefully Friday night in the riders meeting. I'll see the rest of you on PBR Monday next week. It's going to be out of the park. Ciao.